My sister pronounces it Paraminga. Oh, it is when you're, 4 years old. No, she would have been about 6 or 7. Well, she was trying to read it, and she read it as Paraminga. Chicken Paraminga.
Alright, so this is 1 bottle of Jim Beam plus Trackmania and 2 board cards. Heading for the edge. We're about to prove that the Earth is flat, and there is an edge.
The Earth, in Trackmania, is flat.
Please accept the EULA before you can watch this video.
Just for a bit of backstory, we've already made it to the edge once, but that was on a separate map, and we're not too sure if maps are similar in that way.
And we'd also lost track of each other.
Oh yeah, that was interesting.
We don't know if the game or the PlayStation is pooling resources better because both of us are within sight of each other.
There's that as well. We're not too sure if the map is procedurally generated or if it has an actual edge. So, I don't know. We'll find out one day.
I kind of want to change trajectories just to see what happens, but at the same time...
This is perfect.
Exactly.
Do not mess anything up. We're heading directly for something. That's for sure. It should be happening soon.
How long did it take us to get off the map for this run?
That's something I haven't tried, is that your VR yet.
Well, it's sitting there.
We'll give it a shot after this.
Yeah, it's not hooked up at the moment because it doesn't do 4K pass-through.
No, fuck no.
And neither does my amp, which is why I need that digital co-app so I can just run it to the TV and then just swap it in and out as I feel like it.
Okay. Yeah, you need USB, HDMI 2.
No, I don't think the 4K. VR itself does 4K pass-through.
No, it's only 1.4A.
I don't think there's
something like that.
assignments. There's 1.2,
No.
1.4, 2.0, and I think it's up to like 2.1 or 2.2 now.
I think it's 2.1. 2.1's your 4K 60, maybe? Again, don't quote me on this.
As it is, that's hardware issue, and cables generally don't make a fucking difference.
No, well, you got DisplayPort that's been 4K 60 for fucking
DisplayPort's basically HDMI, it's just a different plug.
It's an open source plug. Oh, not open source, but it's a royalty-free plug.
Yeah.
And I don't understand why TVs don't have
basically the same. Because I did a bunch of research into making sure I could do the right, like with my projector I got off you and everything else. I put a bunch of research into it and it's like, yeah, DisplayPort and HDMI are basically the same. You just offset it by like a generation, so like 1.2 is equal to like 1.4 or some shit. But they're pretty much the same cable, the same bandwidth, the same broadcasting spectrum.
Because it's royalty free and because DisplayPort's royalty free, and it's created by the same committee that puts these standards forward. If HDMI goes to 2.2, for example, they have to put it through. It's a Kronos group or something. Same guys behind the Vulkan API. They have to go through them first to make it the standard. And DisplayPort is an open standard, but no one manufactures it, which is weird. It's just the weirdest thing ever.
Yeah, but same with...
because you have to pay Sony for the fucking royalties for the HDMI. Sony own HDMI royalties.
They've also got their own first-party proprietary software for Bluetooth stuff, which is why PS3s, there were certain, almost Bluetooth headsets would work with the PS3. PS4, no, we've got our own proprietary software. That's why there's like very limited range of Bluetooth headsets for the PS4. Because you need to have those proprietary drivers for it to work, otherwise it won't sync up.
But in saying that, I never had any issues with Bluetooth headsets.
PS3 to work, PS4 no.
No. With the PlayStation 4, I had the PlayStation, the first of the white PlayStation 4s.
I could be remembering wrong, but I'm pretty sure what I was reading. A lot of your ones that would work with the PS3 did work with PS4, and then after a certain update, they went, no, fuck you, need the people who have build the headphones need to pay for proprietary drivers to be allowed to use them with Bluetooth on the PlayStation 4.
There you go, it's been 2+ years since I've had a PlayStation 4, so...
Like, it's really annoying because I've got a really nice set of Bluetooth headphones.
Yeah.
But at the same time, they do have an audio jack which works straight from this.
Oh yeah,
which I still think is great.
It works really good. It's relatively low latency. It's not the lowest latency possible, but it's relatively low. Now that's what I used to love about, with my PlayStation 4, I'd plug my headphones in, and it, wireless frickin' sound. That's awesome. Especially if you shared accommodation, absolutely necessary.
And it's something like, from the moment the PS4 came out, it's like there's a headphone jack on the controller that will do all audio. I'm like, yeah, that's fucking great.
One thing that I'm a bit pissed off about is this big fucking light bar at the back. It's distracting. That was slipping.
There is an option to adjust how bright it is.
But not to turn it off.
Not to turn it off, no. But the difference between the standard brightness, which is like maximum... that's going to hurt your eyes. I adjust mine to dim. As soon as I first turned it on in the dark, I'm like, where's that option? It has to exist. It's got to fucking be there. Because, that shit is bright as fuck. Put it dim, it's not so bad. Especially if it's just out here. But they need those for PSVR.
Yeah, but...
Because of
PSVR, but honestly, for the majority of people...
Oh yeah, it could be turned off most of the time.
It could be turned off in software, and then when you have a PlayStation VR capable program of whatever, it turns it on. Super simple. Barely an inconvenience.
But the colour of the LED also indicates which player you are. Because with PS3 you have 1, 2, 3, 4, the PS4 doesn't have that.
But that's what I didn't get, because you have the light on the back there. But then, you have the light on the front with the second-gen controllers, and I thought, okay, well what they're going to do is just have that light on the front, and the light on the back can be turned on or off. Not at all.
Yeah, that light on the front there is just where the black of that touchpad is thinned right out, so it's basically clear. That's the same light.
Yeah, where it makes economical sense. But functionally, makes no sense.
No.
It's just sort of...
Also, since it's based off colours, like, I don't know about you, but I have no idea what colours are meant to be light for which, and some games change what colour that lights up as.
Oh, there we go. Ooh, we're off the edge.
You've really lost me.
No. Yes.
No, you can see the blue through your car.
No. Oh, there we go. Okay, you're going to have to take your finger off the accelerator for a second. And not steer at all.
You should be able to steer.
No.
I can't. Oh no, what this? Let me steer very slowly with this one.
Can you put your finger on the brake? I am losing you. Oh, I can see you as a little dot in the corner.
Hold your throttle. Because we're at the same speed. Hold your throttle in.
Yeah, I'm held.
Oh.
Yeah. No, you're a dot in the horizon there, and you're gone.
I released the brake for a second.
Fuck.
Well, we got to see what happens.
Oh, that was interesting.
It only took 50 minutes. Literally 50 minutes
50
now.
minutes, yeah. There we go. Brutal. The more you know. Anyway, what topic were we on again?
Accidentally pushed the music button. At least it's a different song this time.
If we're going to edit this afterwards, that'd be perfect. We could just lead out with that.
Well,
But
we haven't stopped it yet. Alright, let's...
can you edit it?
Oh. I could
Save this.
download it off fucking...
I guess you can save it to YouTube, can't you?
All it gets automatically saved to YouTube.
Wow, okay.